These are questions
Oh
from you guys that I know you're gonna have.
Thank you, live studio audience.
So today we are going to be doing a how we got into our colleges video. One thing to note is 3 out of the 4 of us are going to UBC, and then we have one clocking to Timbuktu. So this is a video for all universities and colleges you want to get into, not just one. It doesn't matter where we go.
Just a disclaimer, we're not in any way bragging. We just want to help everyone else out because we know that getting into colleges can be stressful. So we want to make the process as easy as possible so that you can have
just like some tips and tricks to make it a little bit easier on yourself.
And just things that we learned along our own process of applying.
So we have 4 points we're going to discuss. Alana will be discussing video interviews, Chad will be discussing academics, and we will both be discussing personal profile, which is a really important aspect.
And it's not like just one singular person is going to be talking about it. We're going to chime in and like help give advice whenever needed. Okay, so starting off with the personal profile. So as soon as you find a school and you're like, hey, like maybe I want to be a part of that, you gotta apply. And then personal profile is basically like selling yourself to the university so that they're gonna want to have you on their school.
So we both applied to UBC and SFU. SFU didn't actually need a personal profile, which is more like of the academic kind of talk. But for UBC, we both had to write a personal profile. So that meant we had to discuss what we do outside of school, any extracurriculars, any volunteer experience or even work experience that we have that would show our skills that we have and that we can bring to the university experience.
And kind of like our work ethics too, and to show that we will put in the hard work. Veronica and I, we do dance, and we've done it since we were very, very young. And that is a huge commitment of our lives.
I just want to say too, don't just apply for things that you think will look good on a resume or to universities. You want to do things that you actually like to do and are passionate about, because that will mean that you're committing yourself to years of it, right? So you have to make sure that these are things that you're proud to represent and you really enjoy doing. Like dance we enjoy doing. We did soccer for a number of years. I dropped out a couple years, which I kind of regret because I only had 2 more years left, but I did coach and yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess you did carry it on.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and coaching looks much better, I think, than just being a player. I mean,
okay. It's alright, I see how it is.
If you get that opportunity, you should really seize that.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like you need to pick extracurriculars that are unique. Everyone plays the piano, everyone plays soccer. How are you gonna make that stand out though? You need to have something that makes you different.
Nonetheless, if you really enjoy soccer, you should just stick with it anyways. Don't just quit just to do something different, you know.
But see, when you like something, you put in the time and energy towards it, and that's how you get better.
I don't know, I guess there's not much else to say. Just be authentic as possible.
And like, you know.
Yes, okay. So moving on. Before I dive into the academics, I just want to stress that the personal profile and how you present yourself to the university is really important. I know this because my applying average going into the college applications was similar to a lot of my friends, but they did get in quite a bit before me, meaning that my personal profile wasn't necessarily that strong, which I can understand because I wasn't involved in sports. All the activities that I did were just clubs and councils within school. It is so important that you invest time into
different aspects, like your community, not just your school. So what would you say to people who don't have that right now? Where can they go? Where can they look?
Well,
These are questions
Oh
from
God.
you guys that I know you're gonna have.
Thank you, live studio audience. So, I would say there are always opportunities for volunteering in your community. I know Alana and I volunteer at the same cafe.
I would suggest following a hobby or a sport and that's how we kind of went with it.
Be your like truest self. I know a lot of people, when they were telling me how to write a good personal profile, they said write what you think the admissions officers would want to see, but I would say stay true to yourself.
I think it's also important to mention if you have any life circumstances or problems that you faced in life that show that you have overcome adversity and have learned things about yourself or are mentally a strong person.
So moving on to academics. So I applied to 6 schools, and all of them except for the University of British Columbia required no personal profile. So it was all based on my academics. So to start off the talk about academics, I just want to say what type of courses you should take. Definitely focus on courses that you think you will not only do well in, but also enjoy, so that you're more inclined to do well in the course. This can be whatever your focus area or like intended area of study in university will be, so that you already have the basis for what you need for next year, and that when the admissions officers
Oh my goodness.
when the admission officers are looking at your profile, they recognize that you know what you want to do and have a clear plan moving forward. Definitely taking APs is important. It shows that you're able to withstand a heavy course load and the like rigor and difficulty of the AP courses as they prepare you more for university. I know that when people were talking to us about admissions, they say that universities love seeing APs because it's almost as if you're taking a university class already.
All 4 of us took AP courses, and we all had, we all had like a life outside of school.
Yeah.
And we still managed to do well, right? So that was a huge concern for me, because I thought I can't do APs with dance and soccer and all this stuff, and then
having a
volunteer.
social life.
And yeah, I was like, there's no way, and I was scared going into it, but it actually turned out to be not as bad as I thought.
Because you're still in a high school environment, it's just AP, like university content, but it's not like, it's still like a high school class.
It's just like any honors class, really. But keep it, you don't want to bombard yourself with work and stuff. You didn't overwhelm yourself. Bombard, I would like this one. Bombard. But I do think it's still important to have fun, because it is your last year and you're gonna miss it.
So this actually brings me to my next point, which is plan your courses. It is so important that you have a clear plan going into your years of high school, so know what APs or what courses you're going to want to take, and plan for what you would like to do, or a general idea of what you'd like to have in your junior and senior years course-wise, so that you don't get stuck with a heavy course load in your grade 12 year. I think we all planned really well and took APs in grade 11, so we knew that in grade 12 we'd be able to relax a little more.
Yeah, I definitely went very hard in grade 11, knowing that I was going to take it more easy in grade 12, because I just wanted to.
Also, I wanted to take AP classes just to see if I would actually like the material and the course load, and I knew after I took AP chemistry that I did not like chemistry, and I'm so grateful that I did take it, because I now know that is not the direction I'm going in.
Yeah, true. It's like an early assessment to see. Yeah.
Moving on to the last category, I guess, video interviews. This may not be for everyone, but I know for some universities that have tough programs to get into, they usually like to get to know you better, and they have optional video interviews. And I think doing the optional is going to be doing the most for you in the end. It's important to know what it's like to talk to a camera and then see yourself looking back, because it's very odd and it's easy to get caught up in what you're looking like. And you can really easily lose your train of thought. So my strategy was, you have 30 seconds to write down your answers to the question after they give it to you, and then I would write it down on a sticky note and then stick it over the photo of me, the image of me. So then I'd go and expand on each point and look at the sticky note, but I wouldn't see myself talking, so it wasn't weird. And I just look straight into the camera because it looks better that way, I think.
That's actually a great idea.
It's like eye
I never
contact.
thought about that.
Yeah.
Eye contact, because it's important how you present yourself to the people. You want to seem personable. You want to seem like you will fit in at a social setting in a university where you're not going to be weird and awkward, and that you're independent and you can do things for yourself.
That concludes our video for today. Hope you guys found some useful tips.
If you're interested in hearing more of what we have to say on this topic or maybe something else, we'd love to do another sit down like this. This was a lot of fun for us. Let us know and we'd love to do it for you.
Yeah, we're all here to help you out in your process and like sort of.
I watched it.
And we just want to help guide you along this journey. It is quite the journey. So this is a fun little mini series we can start. If you have more questions about anything specific in this video or just generally about this topic, we are ready to answer your questions.
Please just give us a like or comment just to know what the interest is with this type of video. We'd like to know if this is something that we should continue doing.
Yeah.
Hit the bell icon down below.
It'll turn on notifications so that you're notified every time we post a new video. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.